Hi Aries, I'm Brenda and I'm here again today to bring you your weekly angel tarot card reading for the week of November the 7th to November the 14th, 2016. I want to thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, and sharing these videos with your family members and friends. As you know, this is strictly a general reading, and every single card for every single day of the week does not apply to every single person in the universe. But if you'd like clarity, accuracy, and answers to any questions, I can do that in a private reading. So I invite and welcome you to go to my website, and there you can find out how to schedule an appointment with me and for the designated times that you wish to have this reading for. Anyway, see you then, my friend. I wish to start off thanking all the new people that have been booking readings with me to my circle, and blessings to all my return clients. On Monday, Aries, you've been given an air card, and you have been given the 6 of air. And air cards have to do with the injustice in our lives and people stirring the pot up and creating all that kind of conflict and challenging situations with us. It can also have to do with legal issues. This one is telling me that some of you have, but you need to know that things are starting to look up now. And it will be the end of a difficult situation that you've been dealing with. The other side of this card, the meaning of this card is you're going to be taking a trip, some of you, over a large body and perhaps in a boat. Tuesday, water card, Ace of Water. The relationship card, sometimes intimate and sometimes not, but it is a relationship card. And it's telling me, this one particular one, is to do with romance. And it's saying that, it's showing me that some of you are actually in a new relationship and you're starting to fall in love with each other. Those of you that have been in a long-standing relationship where things have been a bit stale lately and a bit bumpy, know that you're going to be experiencing the resurgence of this beautiful relationship. And they show me that others are going through a spiritual growth and enhanced intuition. You're tapping into your own intuition now. And I also see some of you will be moving to a different home, a new home. Crowning your week on Wednesday, you have been given an air card, again, the Knight of Air. And this is telling me that, like this knight who charges in on his steed at great speed, there's going to be an event coming into you at great speed too. And it's just going to be bang, there it is. And you're going to have to deal with it. But what they're saying is you need to take time to carefully review all your options when this event should show up on your doorstep. But you're going to be able to do it and resolve it by being creative. 8 of Air. This is your third one in here for Thursday. 8 of Air. So this is telling me that some of you are dealing with some pretty challenging issues. Some of you, it's legal issues, dealing with lawyers and things, and others, I see that there's people or an individual that's bringing in injustice to you that you're having to make fair and just choices and decisions with, and they're causing some sort of drama in your life. But anyway, this is showing me that you're feeling you're trapped, and they say it's an illusion of being trapped. It shows that you're lacking self-confidence and you're afraid to move forward on your path. Know that the word they use, my friend, is illusion. You're not trapped. You can deal with this. You can handle this, my friend. Great card for Friday, the Chariot. So the obvious, there's 2 ways of looking at this card. First of all, the obvious is you're going to go on a trip. And some of you, and you'll be in many different types and modes of vehicles, different kinds of vehicles. You may be on boats, planes, trains, cars, whatever, and this is what it's showing. But the other thing is, this is a great card, and what it is it's saying there's been an important achievement, and it's only because of your own self-discipline and your own willpower that you were able to pull this off. And it's almost like you've successfully balanced a recent challenging situation. So you need to sit back and smile and pat yourself on the back, because you did this all with your own free will, and you've accomplished quite a bit. So it was a big leap of faith for some of you. Ego. I don't like this card. This is Saturday. Ego. So basically, the ego is a bandage fix. There's a deeper, more root problem that's going on with some of you, and it could be an emotional issue, and you're not wanting to deal with it, and you put it on the back burner, and you really don't want to deal with this. So what happens is it leads us to become overly focused on material things and maybe go out and shop our brains out. And then afterwards, you know, a few weeks later on down the road, we go, oh my God, why did I do that? And you got that instant gratification from doing it. So it's also getting rid of negative and fear-based thoughts. With the ego creeps in, and that's what it does. It gives us these negative fear-based thoughts as well. So it can also make you feel that you're trapped, you're cornered, you can't figure your way out of a situation. So know that you need to deal with the root issue, okay? So that this doesn't lead the ego to do things it shouldn't do for immediate gratification, because we always regret those big shopping sprees when we've been depressed and we've gone out and it's made us feel so good, or you've gone out and you've taken in, some other types of substances that maybe gave you immediate gratification but are very dangerous and not good for your well-being and your health in general. So please know that the ego can do this to you, and deal with the root problem. At the end of the reading, there is your card for Sunday. You've been given another major card, and you have been given Awakening. And Awakening is looking at things from a different perspective now, and taking a different approach to situations that maybe you've been dealing with that really haven't made you feel good, or maybe that ego card came into play, and you're realizing that those things weren't working at the time. So when you're figuring these things out, often there's a pause and there's a standstill, a temporary standstill going on until you sort this out. But keep in mind that no matter what, you need to be yourself. Stay yourself, my friend. Be true to who you are, to yourself. And the power lies within you to make these changes and change the way things have been happening, and looking at things in a different way. At the end of this reading, I did incorporate that one Ascended Masters Oracle card, and they gave you this. Purification. So that has a lot of reasons and a lot of interpretations to it. Purification has to do with clearing the mind, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, detoxifying yourself. Purification has to do with getting rid of all those things that don't serve you anymore. It can be right from how your thoughts are, and changing your thoughts from negative to more positive ways of thinking, giving up things that aren't serving you, whether it's alcohol, drugs, whatever. Excessive addictions, which can be shopping and sexual and whatever. It's purification. It's getting rid of all those things that you know do not really help you for the better good for yourself. So look into it all. Perhaps it's change in diet. Perhaps it's change in medications, but do this only under the direction of your physician. I'm not a doctor, and nor am I telling you that you should do this as your seer. You must, and I make that very clear to everybody, but go and perhaps sit and discuss what's happening with your health, with your doctor, if it's a physical thing, if it's an emotional and a mental thing, and you feel you're not getting satisfaction, and that maybe things need to be adjusted. If it's your diet, and you're finding you're having sensitivities with foods you're eating, perhaps it's a matter of you finding a good physician and or a good naturopath who can help you with these issues. But it can also be you. It can be changing your thought patterns. It can be looking at life in a more positive way. It can be being grateful for what you have and not what you wish you had. So I wish you a great remainder to today and a wonderful, optimistic week to look forward to, Aries. Again, I leave you with another quote. And the quote I have today is, never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against injustice and lying and greed. If people all over the world would do this, it would certainly change our earth. See you again next week, my friend, and know that I continue to stand in that circle of light for you, Aries.